Welcome back to the Sixth Gear Garage. My name is Brian, and today I'm going to show you how easy it is to align your vehicle at home using Vevers Alignment Plate Kit. Now, whether you've installed adjustable suspension on your vehicle and you want to fine-tune that to get the best results at the track, or maybe your vehicle is too low to fit on an alignment rack of any of the tire shops in your town, or maybe you're just looking to save money on alignments. The good news is that this kit will help you adjust your caster, camber, and toe on your vehicle at home, and it only costs about as much as a single alignment. So use it one time and it pays for itself. I'll put a link to this kit in the description if you're interested. Right now, let me show you how to use it. For $105, the Vevers Alignment Kit comes with everything needed to check caster, camber, and toe. There's a set of these heavy-duty plates, and these are stainless steel, so they're heavy-duty and they won't rust. And here we have the digital camber gauge, and it also includes a wall charger. And in this bag is all the hardware needed with the kit, and 2 measuring tapes. First, make sure all the tires are properly inflated because that will affect the readings. It's absolutely important to have the vehicle sitting on level ground before checking the alignment. If your driveway looks anything like my driveway, then I don't recommend attempting to do an alignment outside. I'm doing this in my garage, which is actually flat because there is no floor drain. If your garage has a floor drain, the floor won't be level because it should slope slightly toward the drain opening. The first thing to do when checking toe is make sure the steering wheel is perfectly centered. Then set up the first plates on one of the front wheels. The 2 extensions with the rubber feet should be resting firmly against the flat outer edge of the rim. And then on the opposite side, do the same with the other plate. Be sure the base of the plates are flat on the ground. I'm able to leave on the hubcaps. If it was a full wheel cover, I'd have to pull it off so that the rubber feet can sit on the flat edge of the rim. When viewed from the front, the plate should be standing straight up like this. Now grab the tape measures and lock the end in a lower slot like this and run it across under the front of the vehicle and into this lower slot and lock it in place. And for the rear, just slide it under. Go around here. Drop it in the slot. And back on the other side, drop it in. Now with the slack out of the tapes, I just need to compare the front with the back. And the front is 62 and 13/16. And on the back, we're about just a hair under 63 inches. So looking at the factory specs in the service manual here, the toe spec should be for a radial tire 2 millimeters with a 1 millimeter variance. So that's like about 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch toe in, which is about half of the toe in that I currently have. So I need to bring the toe back out about an 1/8 inch. So going under the driver's side, I'll show how to adjust the toe. Just loosen this 12 millimeter bolt here. And same with this one over here. And with those loose, I can rotate this threaded collar. Now pay close attention to these threads because if I turn this down, it's going to increase the toe out. If I turn it up, it will increase the toe in. So I need to rotate it downward because I need more toe out up front. And I have no idea how much is good, so we'll do 1 full rotation and leave everything loose for now. That moved a little bit, about a 1/16 of an inch. But in order to keep my steering wheel straight and centered, I also need to do the exact same adjustment on the passenger side. And this side has the opposite threads of the driver's side. So I'm rotating this collar 1 full turn up instead of down. And that barely did anything. Wait, the back is farther out. Oh. So I goofed, but I leave all my bloopers in my videos so you guys can learn from these mistakes. The plate's no longer against the wheel because the wheel moved. So I need to get this back up against the wheel to get an accurate toe reading. Check out the driver's side. Yep, same thing. It was probably a 1/4 inch or so off on each side because the back edge of the wheels moved in when I increased the toe out. So now, with everything back in place, let's get a reading here. A hair under 63 in the back, and up front, 63 and 5/8. Oh man, I adjusted those collars way too far. So I turned each collar back about 3/4 of a turn and made sure the steel plates were flush against the rim. All right, so that brings me back to, we have 63 and 1/4 on the back and 63 and 7/16 up front. So still a little too much toe out. I need another 1/4 inch of toe in. So I adjusted the collars a little farther back. That initial full turn I did was way too much. I should have done maybe a 1/4 turn max. So hopefully that info saves someone else a headache. But up front, we're now at 63 and 5/16. Actually 3/8. And on the back, we have 63 and 5/16. That's perfect. 1/16 inch toe in. Next, I tighten the bolts to secure the collar. And toe is done. Now, let's check the camber. Spread these top spacers all the way apart and tighten them in place. Now, flip the whole plate upside down, as well as the protractor, and stand it up against the wheel. Now turn it on, and you can see my floor isn't quite level, almost 1/2 degree of slope. As I lift up one side, you can see it's a digital level on the readout. So let's zero it out to accommodate for the floor. Next, I'm going to stand the plate up vertically and adjust these rubber feet to sit on the flat edge of the rim. Just like before. Except it's not going to work here. This 4-wheel drive fender hangs out so much farther than these 5-inch wide Steelies that the top of the plate hits the fender before the rubber feet can reach the edge of the rim. So I'll need to put on the wider wheels from the last video of this truck if I want to check the camber. I need about another inch. That's what she said. Here, I'll show how to check the camber on my next project, the 1985 4Runner. This is a 15-inch wheel instead of 14. So with both rubber feet firmly touching the outer edge of the wheel, we are at 0.76, 0.78 degree of camber. And this adjusts in real time. So checking camber is quick and easy. Taking a quick test drive and the truck's steering feels great. You know what else feels great? Saving money on future alignments. Thanks for watching.